Good Saturday evening, everyone, and happy Father's Day weekend to everyone. GardenStateWeather.com, because meteorology rocks. Superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region and the national scene as well. This is the evening weekend edition for this Saturday night, the 19th of June, 2021. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. Start out with our observations from Rutgers University Meteorology Program in New Brunswick, where it is 79 degrees and the wind is out of the southwest at 8, gusting to 11 miles per hour. We have precipitation now filling in across the region. And let's take a look at the temperatures elsewhere around the region this afternoon. Right now they're in the upper 60s to low 70s here in northwestern New Jersey, down into Pennsylvania. Right along the shore and interior northeastern New Jersey and the New York City metro areas, they're primarily in the low to mid 80s. Let's see, we got New York Central Park at 83, LaGuardia is at 88, 82 in Linden, 86 in Newark. Down by the shore this hour, we have Ocean Bridge at 81, Ocean Port at 80, 81 in Seagirt. We had some very hot temperatures here right along the shore today. We'll get into that in a minute. Yeah, everything looks good here. Maximum temperatures this afternoon, again in the upper 80s here. Ocean Port 87. It reached up to 89 in Seagirt, 88 in Wall Township. Reached up to 90 in Point Pleasant and also in Seaside Heights and also in Harvey Cedars, believe it or not. 89 in West Creek this afternoon, and down around West Cape May at 83. Cape May Courthouse also at about 84. We had a few other areas here where they've reached into the 90s. Berkeley Township in Ocean County reached up to 90. We have Red Lion at 90 degrees this afternoon, and also Sicklerville at 90 this afternoon. So it was quite warm, and also Jersey City reached 90 this afternoon as well. Minimum temperatures after some rain and thunderstorms moved through the area is a little muggy out there. Temperatures this morning dropped off into the 60s, primarily just about everywhere. Let's take a look now if we have a heat index. Let's see if this comes up as being, nope, that's old. I'm not going to use that. Dew points are sticky today. They are definitely sticky, and that makes the relative humidity feel so uncomfortable outside. The air is mixing down a little bit with some of the rain. The dew points are now coming down into the upper 50s to around 60, and they're still sticky here in the 60s and 70s here right along the coast and down towards the I-95 corridor as well. Let's take a look at the wind speeds. This comes up. Sometimes it has a hard time coming up. Okay, wind speeds, they're pretty light. We'll do this another way in just a moment, and we'll take a look at Doppler radar in just a moment, too. Yeah, we've got some precipitation moving through the area, and we'll get into that in just a moment. Okay, lots of things going on here. Here is what was left of our mesoscale cyclone energy here coming across the Ohio River Valley. Another blossoming of showers and thunderstorms over Indiana this afternoon. This is Claudette, which has come ashore, providing some heavy rains and some flooding. We'll get into that in just a moment, too. Let's see. Alert message, product overlays. Can we alert message? No. We'd have to go local into this to get a grip on the situation. And we will. More energy coming in over the Colorado Rockies and spilling over the top in Canada too. This is an upper level low that's spun out here over Labrador and the St. Lawrence River Valley area. And look at all this lifting, all this tropical moisture feeding into the system, but it's getting sheared out a little bit and separated here. We'll get into that in just a moment. This is our Vortmax back in here. So we'll stop that. Let's take a look at composite national radar here. There's lots of showers and thunderstorms going on across Colorado and also into the Midwest as well. A few here in Missouri and Indiana getting going. Here's our tropical moisture here from Claudette getting into Mississippi and Alabama right now and into portions of Georgia. And here's our warm front coming in with our trough access here with rain coming in to the northern mid-Atlantic region tonight. Nationally this hour, we have some heavy thunderstorms over St. Louis, Missouri and St. Louis City, Missouri. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust, 1-inch hail size. Also tornado warnings right now in Logan, Colorado and Washington, Colorado. They have been detected. And severe thunderstorm watch boxes here in St. Charles, Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri. Also across Lincoln, Colorado, Logan, Colorado, Washington, Colorado. Various portions here of Colorado have these severe thunderstorm warnings, and also Cheyenne in Nebraska, severe thunderstorm warning, and Hancock, also severe thunderstorm warning. Let's take this off. Here's our Doppler radar. See if we can get this into motion. See if we can do that. I think we can. Yeah, where's the slider here? Well, the slider is here. We just have to pull this down. Okay, let's take a look at the showers and thunderstorms that move through. In fact, I want to go back to this morning because a lot of people were saying that we weren't going to have any shower activity this morning or even some thunder, and we did. Data is loading right now. Let's see if we can go into this. Okay, taking you back to this morning. Had a few showers come off the coast here of New Jersey, Cape May County. And then, as the morning progressed, a few more showers came in. And by this afternoon now, more showers coming in. Actually, this radar started today, earlier today, after the shower and thunderstorm activity had already moved through. So that's gone. And here's the next batch of rain coming in with the across northern New Jersey and into the New York City area, also into the lower Hudson Valley and portions of Long Island, and getting into Connecticut soon too. As of 6:22, here's those thunderstorm and tornado watch boxes here in Nebraska and Colorado, and also here in Missouri and Illinois here. Here's our what is left over of tropical depression, probably at this point. Claudette with the center right here over Alabama right now, the center of it anyway. And here's our rain coming into New York State, into northeastern New Jersey, the lower Hudson Valley area, and the city. That's basically what's going on. Under this, we have lightning. May take a bit to come up, but yeah, plenty of lightning out here in the desert southwest, Colorado, Utah. Also some thunderstorms here across northeastern New Jersey into New York City area with some lightning strikes here. A very unstable air mass, and even on the east side of this Claudette here, there's still quite a lot of lightning strikes here. And of course with these complexes of storms here over Missouri and Illinois as well. Quite a lot of wind reports coming in across the Utah area and also in Colorado. Also, I want to zoom in on this funnel cloud here, and 9 miles south of Harrisburg, Banner, Nebraska. Storm Chaser says that the small landspout tornado along County Road 6 near Nebraska Highway 71 lasted for about 5 minutes before lifting off the ground. And of course, all the other reports out here are for hail, and the hail has been, moderate, half to 1 inch. Let's zoom out here. Same kind of story here along the Columbia River here, and just east of that actually, into Kirksville and just south of Springfield here in Indiana. And of course, we've had some reports here of funnel clouds with Claudette. The latest this afternoon in Randolph, Georgia, 1 mile southeast of Peterson Hill. Trees down along the highway that coincides with observational trends. Also zooming in on this is probably the same tornado. Train spotter. Spotter confirmed a tornado on the ground here. And again, just before that, in tornado spotted on the ground by emergency management. Damage to houses reported near White Chandler Road in Georgia. So yeah, and of course some wind reports and some flooding reports as well down around the Gulf Coast area of Pensacola and points to the north and east. Yeah, and then, what's this one here? Coastal flood, yeah, that's it. Now, what's interesting here in the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area is that we're already seeing one report coming in Morris County of some quarter-inch size hail 1 mile southwest of Tuaco. I don't work too far from there, and that was reported from the MPing app. And Tropical Storm Claudette, as of 2 o'clock this afternoon, about 31.8 north, 88.6 west, 35 knot winds, central pressure 107 millibars, radius of circulation about 150 nautical miles, maximum winds, maximum radius of winds about 120 nautical miles, and a 34 knot wind radii by quadrant. Okay, let's take a look at this. Here we go. Here's Claudette right now with its low-level circulation right in here. And here's all the shower and thunderstorm activity on the east side. There's quite a lot of wind coming in and shear coming in on the southwest side of this storm. Let's see if we pull this back here. I don't know why. Let's get back here. Let's get back here for just a moment. Here's the latest from the National Hurricane Center. We can pull this up. Tropical Tidbit servers must be inundated this afternoon. So here it is, depression, tropical storm still, or is it not? Yeah, it's Tropical Depression Claudette as of 4 o'clock this afternoon, so it's been downgraded, and it will be a depression and then becoming a storm once again by 1 o'clock in the morning on Monday over the southern North Carolina border here, where there are tropical storm warnings in effect from the Pamlico Sound area. And then it's a storm and a storm and a storm as we get out here in time. Right now, the maximum sustained winds are about 35 miles an hour as of 4 o'clock this afternoon. The movement to the northeast, it's racing at 16 miles an hour. Let's see if we can get out of this and pull this up. This is where the center of the low is. Here's our center of the low here. Let's get out of that. You can see the flow around it here out of the northwest, southern and southwestern flank here on the southeast side of the storm, or circumnavigating the low here, getting into Alabama and Georgia here as of 4 o'clock. Actually, this was as of 18Z this afternoon, so it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We just showed you on the satellite where it was, where the low center was actually located. And the models are pretty much in agreement here, keeping this out into the North Carolina coast and then out into Atlantic Canada as we head through the forecast period. Claudette expected to produce heavy rainfall and flash flooding across portions of Florida, Panhandle, eastern Alabama, Georgia through tonight into the Carolinas on Sunday. Considerable flash, urban, and small stream flooding impacts are expected across these areas. And tropical storm conditions are possible along portions of the North Carolina coast Sunday night and Monday, where a tropical storm watch is now in effect, as we mentioned. Here is the potential rainfall here. So we're dealing with inches of rain here, 2, possibly 4, even up to 6 inches of rain. Additional flash flood potential, that's going to show up right now, hopefully. Yeah, from Birmingham, Atlanta, Montgomery here, all the way up into portions of western South Carolina, and over a slight chance of this extending further north. Yeah, so quite a bit of rainfall through Monday morning here in the Carolinas, and through Tuesday morning, much less flooding. Flash flooding potential is going to be happening. I would like to quite a lot of rain here in the Gulfport regions near Lake Pontchartrain northward. We've had reports of Slidell, Louisiana here at about 5.5 inches of rainfall. right here off the coast here, about 5 inches of rain. So moving this along, if we can get over here, I think we can. Let's do this. And Montgomery, Alabama, and other areas here, especially right along the Florida Panhandle here, there's been several inches of rain. I have one report here in Wilmer, which is just on the border here, 7.38 inches. These are 24-hour rainfall totals here, so plenty of rainfall from Claudette. Well, things are starting to calm down just a little bit in terms of temperatures, but it's still record-breaking here across the desert southwest in California as well, but much less than we have seen over the past couple of days. In fact, there are officially, globally, only 11 stations that have broken their daily record high, 6 that are tying it, and 50 that are near it. So, you know, it's getting a little bit better. And right now at this hour, it is still hot in the mid-plains and Texas in the 90s here, hundreds in New Mexico, triple digits here in southwestern Arizona. We'll take a look at the extremes in a minute, and also into California and Nevada and in the Baja region of Mexico. What do I want to take a look at? I wanted to get back here and get back here for a minute. Yeah, here we go. This is coming in now. So this is current. It reached 120 today in the past 3 hours in Needles Airport in California, in the United States here. Past 24 hours, 120 at Bullhead City, Arizona. Maximum dew point, crazy, right? That's in the Emirates, the United Arab Emirates state, 86. Can you imagine having a dew point temperature of 86? That's incredible. Just incredible. And the heat index at that same airport, 122.7 Fahrenheit. I don't think so. I don't think we survive out there. Last couple of reported tornado and funnel clouds here, that was from the other day. Storm Prediction Center shows prefrontal trough here, cold front back in here. So, you know, this diffuse cold front is probably going to stall out across the region tomorrow. We're under our southwest flow here with this prefrontal trough that is setting up just right over southern New England, getting down into New Jersey and the northern mid-Atlantic. It's expected to kind of like get out of here a little bit and flatten with the west flow behind all this precipitation that is now going on. Let's start this out. Let's get this to now. Okay, this is now, right now. Okay, so I want to look at the upper air here. 700 millibar analysis, relative humidity. This is improved from several hours ago in the mid-levels here. So lots of filling in and therefore the rain. We can see this now filling in as the relative humidity values have filled in at the 700 millibar level to produce the shower and thunderstorm activity. And that looks like it's going to lift from southwest to northeast and away from the area as over the next 6 hours, and most of the shower and thunderstorm activity will be located off the coast and over southern New England. And a west flow will be building in. Other thing is the surface cape, which looks good now for some of the shower and thunderstorm activity. It's marginal, actually. It's not terrific by any means, but probably a lot of the clouds had something to do with this. Thermodynamics, mid-level lapse rates, let's see, not terrible. I mean, 6.5, 7 degrees Celsius from 700 to 500 millibar level here is not terrible. That's mid-level. Low-level lapse rates, well, the highest, steepest lapse rates are up here in southern New England and New York. So, you know, any kind of heavier stuff that's coming in, let's take a look at this. looks to wax and wane with pulse-like storms coming through for tonight and then off the coast over the next 6 hours. And the atmosphere looks like it's going to begin to stabilize too overnight. And probably have some fog and, you know, some warm nights ahead, so a warm night ahead as well. One of the other things I'd like to look at is the precipitable water values, and they have increased to 1.5 to 1.7 inches. Where is the best potential for this heavy rain? Well, right now it's over New York State, eastern Pennsylvania, and northwestern New Jersey. Precipitable water value with 850 millibar moisture transport vector shows this. So this is where the greatest, even though these amounts of water vapor are the highest over southern New Jersey, we're not really seeing anything on radar that indicates this, but there is a vortex that will be working through this evening, so that could change, but the atmosphere has been worked over a little bit. 850 moisture transport, again, is in this area. Let's see. This front is just going to wash out over the area. Tomorrow's going to be a hot, sticky day. Let's see. Precipitation potential placement here, and later here, and here. And I wanted to get into this. Here's a couple of vortexes that were working their way through into the Virginias from the Great Lakes. And by the time we get into this evening, or late this afternoon, here's our last vortex here. There's a couple here with our upper level low here spinning about the St. Lawrence River Valley here, area here. Well, this vortex here is eventually going to work its way south and east and then just stall out. And there's a lot of dry air on the back side of this. What other things can we see? Divergence. Upper level divergence has been nary until late this afternoon. Was pretty much negative vorticity advection at 300 millibars over the New Jersey, New York City area, but now it's filling in just a little bit. And most of this, again, is going to be predominant across New York State and southern New England. And we're beginning to see areas and pockets here where negative vorticity is beginning to show up. And negative vorticity is sinking air. We're sinking spin in the atmosphere. Let's see. Let's go back to RAP mesoscale analysis. 500 millibar vort advection. Well, here you go. It's here, and with our upper level low here, or surface wave here along the front here. It's all lifting to the north and east. Very interesting. Here's our high pressure ridge with very hot temperatures here that we just mentioned over the desert southwest into California this afternoon, showing up even at the 500 millibar level. Let's take a look at 700 millibar frontogenesis. Well, quite a lot of it here. It's beginning to wax and wane a little bit, getting into southern New England. And lo and behold, here in Morris County, New Jersey, there is a flood advisory that is now in effect until flood advisory until 8 o'clock tonight for central Morris and southeastern Sussex County. Automated rain gauges indicate heavy rain continues in portions of northern Morris County, especially near Lincoln Park and Kinnelon. That has been noted here, where we just saw MPING report. Minor flooding ongoing, expected to begin shortly in the advisory area. Between 0.5 and 1.5 inches of rain have already fallen here. So Dover, Hopatcong, Lincoln Park, Kinnelon, Boonton, Butler, Wharton, Rockaway, Morris Plains, Mount Arlington, Mountain Lakes, and Stanhope. This includes Interstate 80 in New Jersey and also Interstate 287 in New Jersey. And, well, there you go. Let's take you back here, see what else is going on. We wanted to do the boat and beach. Yeah, because a lot of people are at the beach today. Yeah. So I'll take you all the way back up here. Let's see if we can get Sandy Hook here. Sandy Hook, this was updated this afternoon for tonight. Again, showers and thunderstorms. Tomorrow, partly sunny, then a chance of a thunderstorm. About 30% in the afternoon. That's changed a little bit. High temperature 81. Monday, 20% chance, partly sunny, then a chance of a thunderstorm. About 20% in the afternoon. Highs 81. And then we cool down into the 70s on Tuesday. Now, UVI index is high. Again, a very, very high. Rip current risk is low here. Water temperatures are in the mid-60s. It pretty much tells the tale here in New Jersey. In Long Island, that's a different, New York and Long Island waters here, that's different. Let's take a look at this. Moderate risk in the southern Nassau beaches here of rip currents. UVI index very high, surf height around 3 feet. But, you know, again, piers and jetties. We'll get into this in a moment. Getting into New York here, yeah, Jacobs Reef, or Reef actually, or Jacobs Reef Park here for tonight, tomorrow, mostly sunny, 80. Rip current risk is moderate. Always swim near lifeguards, and remember to heed the advice of local officials. Burning index of the ultraviolet index tomorrow is going to be very high, especially between 10 and 4. The water temperatures are in the mid-60s. And partly sunny, then mostly sunny and breezy on Monday, high around 79. Look at this. Showers likely on Tuesday, another frontal system coming in, 76 degrees. Let's close this out. Yeah, things look good. Let's get into Suffolk County. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 71. Rip current risk moderate. UVI index is high. Water temperature is lower 60s. That's why everybody in New York flocks to New Jersey, because of this. When you get into Atlantic City, you've got water temperatures here that are in the upper 60s. And the UVI index is still high, but there's no very low risk of rip currents in this area for tomorrow. No. Ratma's HRR model here. There goes your showers and thunderstorms. Now, a few racing in from Pennsylvania. They'll die out in a northwest to southwest flow here. Looks like a southwest flow tomorrow afternoon. That's the latest on the 21Z model, taking us into, let's see, taking us into Sunday morning, actually. We really want to back up on this model just a moment. Want to go back to 18Z, a better understanding of this. And, well, again, everything drying up and dying out. Here's the next batch of precipitation to our north and east, but that will stay away, and we return into a southwest flow again before the next cold front comes through on Monday into the west with pop-up, looks like afternoon diurnal shower and thunderstorm, popcorn variety here out and through the Ohio River Valley area into New York State and the Great Lakes region. Want it to total average cloud cover here. Let's do this. And I'd like to select run. Let's see. I think I'd like to stay with the 18Z run. So it's a lot of overcast conditions, broken to overcast. Finally, by late tonight, early tomorrow morning, skies begin to clear off with just a few clouds. A little bit more overcast as another disturbance moves over the top here in northwestern New Jersey, the lower Hudson Valley area into Connecticut. A few clouds around the coast, overcast conditions, and then tomorrow afternoon looks good. Scattered cloud cover, a few clouds around the region, puffy cumulus clouds. It's warm tomorrow. Afternoon, you're going to the beaches. As we told you, it's going to be great. You want to make that trek on tomorrow, which is Father's Day. Also, the summer solstice, the official start of summer tomorrow. And as we get into Monday, there's going to be more overcast conditions until in the morning, until things break up a little bit more in the afternoon. And then depending on where you are, it's either going to be completely overcast or just a few broken scattered clouds across the region. With these disturbances, this is the average cloud cover. Hold on. Well, if I've missed anything in the broadcast, it's a long one, but if I've missed anything, well, that's okay. It is Father's Day weekend. I'm allowed to have a few of my own faults here as well. Happy Father's Day and happy summer solstice to everyone. And also congratulations for birthdays, let's see, graduations, internships in college going on, a whole bunch of things going on, weddings as well, right? So it's a great time of the year. For everything live, it's GordonStateWeather.com, GordonStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith. You enjoyed this weekend, and we'll be back in video forecast form tomorrow evening.